You know it's SHORTRC. 1313 me. I was told one time, stay on your grind and it'll pay off one day. I was told that I wouldn't make it, but the words couldn't get in my way. I'ma let these haters be my motivators, and when I make it, they gon' hear me say, oh, you hating cause let's just face it, boy, I just made it. I told you I won't stop till I reach the sky.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling airy today? You like how I use my voice there, right? Are you feeling airy today? This is personality. That's why you guys watch. Listen, I was supposed to say, but first, let's talk. Oh no, it's let's talk then, but okay, yeah, y'all already know. So the holidays are coming up and we're supposed to be getting busy, but yeah, I don't know how busy we're gonna get. I doubt we're really gonna get busy, and you know, I guess from what I've been reading, you know, it's slowing down a little bit, as well as we're not hiring as many temporaries, like seasonal people, which is good, because what they're doing is, if you guys have been recently hired, I'm not saying if it's you, Jay said so, no. What I'm doing is I'm reading, and this is what the postmaster's saying, is that if you were recently hired and you feel like, oh, you know, you might not have a job after the holidays, according to what I'm reading, people are keeping their jobs long term. They're, you know, keeping them on because they're converting a lot of people before the end of this year. That is from the horse's mouth. I got that from my hiring coordinator, and before the end of this year, they're converting tons of people, and they have to fill all of the people that they have converted from non-career to career. They have to put in some more non-career. So that is happening before the end of the year. Here we are in September, and I told you guys there was gonna be a lot of little things that were happening, and they are happening behind the scenes. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm going to read an article as far as what they're doing. It says the Postal Service is looking to cut costs by building up its career workforce. That's good. And hiring far fewer temporary seasonal employees to prepare for the year-end holiday season. Yeah, whatever that means. USPS is now passing those savings on to customers, in hopes that lower prices will help the agency capture a bigger share of competitive package business. So what he actually did, he raised all the prices throughout the last year and a half, 2 years, and they're not gonna raise them during the holidays, is what they're saying. It's like, oh yeah, we're passing the savings on to you. Yeah, okay. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy told reporters on Tuesday that USPS will forego a holiday surcharge that the agency added to its peak season in recent years. Okay, DeJoy said USPS isn't adding a surcharge this year because we've made a lot of operational improvements. Let's see. Some of the extra activities that we had when I first got here. Yeah, improvements. We just spoke about people not having bathrooms. Those operational improvements include growth in career workforce. That I can say. I've witnessed it. I'm sure you guys have witnessed it. You're living through it. These people are converting people a lot faster. He's saying with better pay and benefits than its pre-career workforce. I don't know if it's better pay. That's something that the union needs to. We're not going to address the union. We badger them enough. And the addition to new sorting machines that have more than double the volume packages USPS can deliver during the holidays. Okay, so the machines, yeah, they put them in. We've been talking about new machines, but what is that doing? It's replacing people. It's displacing people is what it's doing. There's a lot of people saying, hey, you know, we ain't gonna have a job, but we're gonna have to go X amount of miles. Pretty funny. This guy keep bragging. Oh man. DeJoy said the USPS added a surcharge in recent years to reflect higher year-end workforce costs, particularly when the agency faced significant staffing shortages at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Prior to me being here, we never had an incremental charge. DeJoy said, we put it in because in my experience in the commercial business, when you do such an exponential extra work, you should in fact charge for it. And we did. What extra work? Oh. So to be clear, what I just read, I'm going to read it again and see if you guys picked what I just picked, because this is United States. Here we go. Prior to me being here, we never had an incremental charge, DeJoy said. We put it in because in my experience in the commercial business, when you have to do such exponential extra work, you should in fact charge for it. And we did. So clearly what I read, now all of the other stuff I read was good, but this is great because he said they charged extra for the work that we were doing. Who's we? Because he don't even know what the price of a stamp costs. It was us, the workers. So just like UPS and all these other people that have gone on strike, they charged. Here's the sticky part. They charged more for the work that you did. They charged more for the work that you did. Out of his mouth. How much more did you get in your checks, postal family? Huh? USPS is relying less on seasonal hiring after building up its career workforce over the past few years. Since January 2021, USPS converted 150,000 of its pre-career employees to career positions. That's good. That's good. Bringing both stability and energy from our workforce to succeed in our mission. I don't know how out of touch this man is, where he's saying energy, because I mean, I have a decent sized platform and I also have eyes. I don't think anybody's really energized right now to work here. I think people are more concerned, and I do believe that people up top watch me. Matter of fact, I know they do. So here's the thing, people up top. If you do watch me, you see that the people in the comment section, they work here as well. You can say we all complain, but it's odd that we all complain about the same exact thing or similar things. At the end of the day, it's always about pay and overworking us. It's pretty much what it is, overworking your employees. And then at the end of the day, if you're charging people for it and we're not getting a cut of it, that's kind of what happened with UPS, right? That's right. UPS has that strike thing going on. They have that. And unfortunately, we do not have that in our clause. It's weird, right? So I noticed that whenever we bring up something from every craft, it always gets shot down by your union shop stewards, your union presidents, or whatever the case is. And yesterday I said, you guys need to step up and you guys need to do this and X, Y, Z. Won't go over that again. But how many of you actually really going to do it? That's a serious question that I'm asking you. How many of you guys are seriously actually going to start putting pens to paper and start doing something? Because again, I'm just a channel. And if you don't start doing something, this is just a waste of my energy just to tell you to, hey, be the change. So I had a gentleman, Mr. Mac, write me and said, you know, at the end of the day, it's all smoke and mirrors. Union says they're going to do something, but they never do it. People act like they're going to do something, but they never do it. And he's right. He's been there for a long time. But I want to prove Mr. Mac wrong. I love my brother right there. He has some very strong words, and I like the energy he gave because it's realistic energy. And it's unfortunate energy because he might be right. How many of you are going to actually do something, even if it's just a small part? For whatever it is, it could be the smallest thing, whether or not it's you coming up with some type of proposal for an ice maker. Something as small as an ice maker. We used to have these little blue cooling towels. Something as small as that. Something as small as, I mean, the wages obviously somewhere down the line, but working some things in so that we actually have a better working environment. How about the union shop stewards, request some information. Find out why. I challenge you. Find out why. If you're still watching, your carriers, all of those carriers that were supposed to complete a hero training, and it shows completed on the inside computer, but the carriers never actually did it. So for those that don't know your hero training, you're actually supposed to sit down in front of a computer and watch this little video about, whether it's staying cool or accidents or whatever it is. I know we had to do it as truck drivers, and they make everybody do it. And sometimes they'll have you guys, they'll read a little speech out to you, and then they input it into the system saying, hey, our guys completed this safety training. That's falsifying documents just to say it got done, because the upper management needs to see that it was completed, because it's a necessity. But if it's coming down to something having to do with safety, with the heat strokes and all that, staying cool, find out how come it's completed on you, carrier A, you new CCA, you blah blah blah. Ask you see your hero profile and find out how many have been completed, and then ask yourself how many of you actually done. Think about that. I have the access, because of my new position, to go in and add things after people actually do it. But why do managers have it? Because every single one of you have your own ACE ID number or letters to get in and do your own hero training. How come it's always done by somebody else? I didn't want to veer off a topic, but these are little things that we need to get together. We need to get it together. This isn't about pushing a rebellion against anybody. It's just simply requesting the things that are necessary for us. This is great that we now have more career people that are being converted and people being hired on as, 360s versus the temporaries. These are, no more seasonal or less seasonal. That's a good thing. But now we want more. We want more, because that's just not enough. Am I making sense to anybody? Sometimes I babble on, but no, there's a meaning and a reason for everything I say, because it's all mapped out already. So I just ask you guys, how many of you guys are actually putting pens to paper? And if you're not, then what is all this for? All right, this is JH. Many blessings to those that actually recently converted. If you converted recently, congratulations. And as always, if you made it to the end of the video, do me a favor, drop your city down in the comment section. All right, that's gonna be the new thing today. Drop your city, represent where you're from. We out.